Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about a trial balance. A trial balance refers to a list of all balances both on debit side and the credit side, including the cash and the bank balances. So in our trial balance we shall make a list where we have a debit side and the credit side with all the balances, but not forgetting to include the cash amount and also the bank balances or bank amount. Errors reviewed by the trial balance, where you prepare your trial balance and you find you don't get the same totals. There might be some mistakes. Errors reviewed by the trial balance are those which cause the trial balance totals to be in disagreements, as I've said. These errors include the following. 1. Incorrect additions or subtractions. So you might sum up wrongly, you make incorrect additions or subtractions, then don't expect to get the same totals. 2. Recording or posting on the wrong side of the account. Assuming you're supposed to record like purchases on the debit side, then you put that amount on the credit side, then expect not to get the same totals. So entries to a wrong side of account will make one side of the ledger to be greater than the other. Incorrect rearrangements of digits. It's 1,500 and then you write 5,100. That will make your totals not to be the same. Mistakes in balancing of the ledger account. Omission of the balance from the ledger. Bad alignment of figures due to poor handwriting. Then we also have errors that are not disclosed by the trial balance. When you sum up everything, you get the same totals. On the debit and the credit side, it's the same, but yet in the trial balance there are mistakes. What causes that, and how do they come about? We shall start with 1. Errors of omission. The transaction is completely omitted from the books so that there is no credit and debit entry of that transaction. Right from the beginning, you prepare your cash account, you have omitted something, you skipped it. You continue double entry, and then when you prepare your trial balance, you get the same totals, yet you made a mistake because you skipped out a given item. That is error of omission. 2. Errors of commission. An entry is posted to the correct side of the ledger, but to the wrong account. For instance, sale of goods to Jane is entered into Jojo's account. You sold goods to Jane, but you enter that amount into Jojo's account. You get the same totals, yet there is a mistake. That is error of commission. 3. Errors of principal. An entry is made in a wrong class of account. For instance, when an asset is treated as an expense, such as purchase of motor vehicle posted to the expense account or purchase account instead of motor van account. So that is making an entry in a wrong class of account. That is error of principal. You treat an asset as an expense, or an expense as an asset, a liability as an income. So get the same totals, but yet you've made a mistake. We also have errors of original entry. The original figure in the subsidiary book may be incorrectly entered, although correct double entry principles may have used this incorrect figure. For instance, cash sales of 240,000 is entered both in the sales account and cash book as 420,000. So that is error of original entry. Right from the beginning, the amount for sales was 240,000, but for you, maybe because you do not see well, as we say, people have eyes but don't see, you saw it as 420,000. So when you continue posting it, you would get the same totals, and yet there is a mistake which we call as error of original entry. Second last, compensating errors. These are errors on one side of the ledger are compensated by the errors of the same amount on the other side. You make one mistake on one side, you do another mistake on the other side of the same amount. So it will balance, your trial balance will agree with balance, yet there is that mistake which we call as compensating. It compensates the other. You made one mistake of 10,000 on the debit side, you make another mistake of 10,000 on the credit side. So it will balance, yet there is that mistake. And lastly, complete reversal of entries. This is an amount that should be credited is debited, and vice versa. So the amount that should be on the credit side, you put it on the debit side, and the other amount that should be on the debit side should be, you put it on the credit side. So for instance, receiving cash from Peter, 32,000, is entered onto the debit side of Peter's account and credited on the cash book. Again, we get the same totals, yet there is a mistake. Commonly asked in section A, errors that are not disclosed by the trial balance. We have talked about complete reversal of entries, compensating errors, errors of original entry, errors of principal, errors of commission, and errors of omission. Thank you. Gracias.